Andrea TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to you on Friday, April 1st, daytime shift. Time is currently 8:28 a.m. We just accepted our first offer at Bullfrog Bagels, $8.25, going a total of 2.4 miles for the whole trip, and we're on our way. Okay, time is now 8:34 a.m. We are 2 minutes away from our DoorDash customers drop-off for Bullfrog Bagels and have accepted our next offer. It is an Instacart offer, $36.41, driving 2.9 miles after delivery or after shopping, and we're shopping for 2 people. 20 items, 30 units, and we have accepted it before finishing the DoorDash. We'll be there in 1 minute, and then we'll head on to the store. Let's go. Time is currently 8:39. We dropped off to the customer. Instead of it being $8.25 that was shown, it was $8.75, so they hit 50 cents. And we are currently 2.8 miles from the Giant Food and 14-minute drive. And then we will be doing our shopping and basically coming back down to the Chevy Chase Bethesda area. The Giant Food is in Upper Northwest DC, but we are not going further down into DC for delivery, which could be a headache and much more time consuming. So let's go shop. Okay, finished up both shops by 10:10, was out of that garage 2 minutes before 10:51, so we didn't have to pay, and now we are waiting on our next offer. That was a easy shop. One customer just had allergy medicines and cold medicines, like 4 items. The other customer had no heavy items, even though I did have to refund a couple of things. She didn't want any replacements, specialty items, but we did get $33.89, and we are waiting for our next offer. 8:51 and we are arriving. Just a tip to anyone who does decide to do Instacart in the Upper Northwest DC area. The Giants will validate your parking. If you work here, you know the parking is very scarce on the street. They will validate your parking, but only for the first hour. I found out the hard way. I took a 3-order batch and the shopping took longer than 1 hour. And even though I used the machine, I still had to pay $2 to get out. So that is why I don't take 3 batch orders to go to this one, and 20 items, I should be back out within the hour. 8:51. And before I go in the store, I'm an affiliate for many things on Amazon, links below. I will be using my wrist phone holder. That way I have hands free and I can just scroll through the items. I pull it to stretch it to get my phone in here, and it was like under $15 when I bought it at the time. Who knows now? But link below. It is now 10:34 a.m. Just accepted our next offer on Uber Eats, $8.61. It is a batched order, 2.3 miles going into Chevy Chase, but we have not gotten anything since 10:10 that we were willing to accept. So let's go get the Panera. Forgot to mention there was a hidden tip. So instead of the $8.25 that we were shown, we did receive $9.75 for that Chick-fil-A for DoorDash. Yeah. We have arrived at Panera, but we also have taken our next DoorDash, Chick-fil-A, going 2.5 miles, $8.25. It is going to Chevy Chase also. So we will do all 3 going to the same location. Not location, but you know, in a few minutes. Time is now 10:59 a.m. Dropped off the DoorDash first. Now we're heading to the 2 Panera drop-offs. The first one is at a middle school, so wish me luck. Plus, these would be low/no tippers for 2 orders, $8.61. But without accepting that, I wouldn't have gotten the Chick-fil-A. So let's go. Time is now 11:11, and the school, either student or teacher or staff, they were the no tipper. It says the estimate for that trip was $1.62, but I received $2 because there is a boost of 1 point whatever. They tipped nothing. An educator, knowing how finances work and the world works, tipped 0. Only thing is with Uber Eats, when you get a batch, if you unassign one, you will not know which one was the tipper or which one was the no tipper. So you run the risk of delivering to someone who didn't tip. We're on our way to the 11:45. We just dropped off our Starbucks and denied so many that DoorDash paused us. They're trying to send us all over downtown DC, Upper Northwest. too far. So we accepted our next offer. Back to Starbucks, Uber Eats 1.8 miles for a total of $7.24. Which, ironically enough, the second drop-off was also to a school, but that person was a tipper. So we have just dropped off. We are on our next order, $5.75 for 1.1 miles. We're going to Jetty's sandwich shop, and there's a good chance we might get a stack because it's the beginning of the lunch hours and they sell soups and sandwiches and they're very popular. Let's go. Okay, so they didn't send us an add-on from DoorDash, but we did receive an Uber Eats for $7 going 1.3 miles, but in the opposite direction towards Upper Northwest. The DoorDash drop-off is going to be in Chevy Chase, but it's less than a mile. So we are taking both. Starbucks is 0.2 miles away from Jetty's, so we're going to pick up the Starbucks, then deliver the DoorDash, then deliver the Uber Eats. Multi-apping. Okay, we had accepted a $7 DoorDash for 2.3 miles going into Chevy Chase to an apartment, and then Uber Eats sent us another Starbucks to a different Starbucks for $10.12. So we unassigned the DoorDash, and now we're gonna get some more Starbucks. Well, Chick-fil-A is a madhouse right now. The kids must have gotten out half a day and they're acting up. The police had to be called. So we finally got our 2 orders. Dropped off the DoorDash first. That was going to a school close by, a high school, but they have so many kids that get food ordered that they have a table at the high school for the kids. So that was a quick drop off. We are 5 minutes from our Uber Eats drop off. Accepted our next DoorDash batched order, $14 for 2.3 miles, 2 pickups and stops. We are going to Crisp and Juicy and to Wawa. And somebody's order's already ready, but we're gonna need 5 minutes. Okay, we are at Starbucks and we're gonna get Maddie an iced chai tea latte with a chocolate croissant. Let's go. 12:17. We're about 2 minutes from the drop-off. Literally a block, but it's going to take us about 2 minutes because it's very congested on Wisconsin Avenue by Chick-fil-A, and that's where the drop-off is, across the street from Chick-fil-A. Just accepted our next 2 offers. We're going to Chick-fil-A. $8.50 on DoorDash, going a total of 1 mile, and 1.3 or 4 miles on Uber Eats. And both of them is probably going to be a wait. 12:17 is high time, prime lunchtime. But I will not click the start delivery on the Uber Eats until I have already dropped off the DoorDash. And that's how we're going to do it. I just wanted to come back to clarify that Wisconsin Avenue area has many private schools and a very large public school. So the public school got out early, but one of the private schools that the lunch was for the student, they are still in session. So they don't coordinate with their spring break time. So that's why you have some kids in Chick-fil-A who are out for the day, cutting up, acting a fool, throwing food at people, and other kids in school behaving themselves. Okay, so it's 1:45 p.m. I am 4 minutes from the first customer's drop-off. They're the 7-Eleven. They ordered 2 2-liter Sprites, 2 bottles of soda. They are $8.50 of this batch order, and they ordered 2 liters of Sprite. Man, people know how to waste money, but I'm grateful. Time is currently 1:19 p.m. There must be a shortage of drivers right now. It was a flash, a little summer rain, because my first customer, mind you, I got the orders 5 minutes, before delivering the Uber Eats. She texted me before I got there, right when I was picking up her order for Wawa. She was like, how far are you away? Is something wrong? Should I cancel? So apparently she's been waiting a very long time, even though I just got the order. And it was going to the dorms. I told her, no, I just got your order. I'll be there in 7 minutes, the GPS says. So if you are interested in joining, you can use my referral link below. Right now, I believe we would both get a compensation once you successfully complete a certain number of deliveries. So we got those 2 dropped off, just left McDonald's for a bathroom break and a Diet Coke, and accepted our next 2 offers on DoorDash, $17.50 for 6.7 miles. The miles are high or more than I like, but even with both drop-offs, it still leaves me in the Bethesda zone, so I could get an order right away if I wanted one, meaning if they are offering one, I don't have to drive into my zone, so that's why I took it. Plus $17.50 for 6.7 miles, that's like almost $3 a mile, so let's go. Okay, we have that order dropped off right now, and it was a hidden tip, so instead of $17.50 that was shown, we did receive $21.25. The hidden tip came from the second customer, not from the Sprite customer. And we have taken our next order right before we got to this drop-off. It is going to another Starbucks. $7.25 for 2.5 miles, and we are on our way. 204. So we are 2 minutes away from our Uber Eats drop off of Starbucks. Just accepted our next order on DoorDash. Right now it shows 3.3 miles in total because we're not next to the restaurant, but we are going to Little Beast Bistro, $7.75 for a total of 3.3. But again, we're still not finished the Uber Eats drop off, and we're off. So we have arrived at the Starbucks on West Bard Avenue, and our customer Erin is getting steel cut oatmeal with a splash of cream, brown sugar, and nut medley, along with a espresso frappuccino and a cold brew coffee. Let's get. Okay, there's been a change of plans. We received a Uber Eats for $9.58 going 2.2 miles, even though we accepted the DoorDash for $7.75. And right now the traffic is so bad, the 1 mile it would take to get to Little Beast Bistro would take 9 minutes. So we're gonna unassign the DoorDash and go do the Uber Eats, $9.50. Okay, time is currently 2:43 p.m. We have picked up the one iced coffee for the customer who is tipping us well, and hopefully it doesn't get pulled back and tip-baited. But we are about 3 minutes from the customer. Just accepted our next offer on DoorDash, going to Millie's Seafood Restaurant for $6.75 for a total of 2.2 miles from where I am now, meaning driving. So it's going to be very close, under 2 miles once I get the food. And we're going to drop off the Uber Eats. 2:56, and we have arrived at Millie's. Let's go get this Jackson Point. Okay, just dropped off, 2:51 p.m. Now, DoorDash gave us to 2:47 to pick up, but we're only 5 minutes away, so we will not be late. And they tried to send me an add-on for $4 for an additional 1.9 miles. I almost never get add-ons at Millie's. Millie's is a very expensive seafood restaurant, and it's never happened since I've been doing this, in the last 9 months. But we denied that. It was an additional 1.9 miles. And if it was at a better drop-off location, I may have considered it because you have 2 at 1. But it was going back down by the Pete's Barbecue and 7-Eleven. The traffic there is horrendous. They're doing construction and it's busy anyway. And now it's Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon traffic in DC, Bethesda. Get ready to spend your evening certain places. So we're on our way to get the Millie's. Okay, had to see what the add-on was. Accepted an Uber. It's a $5 surge going on right now because Friday afternoons, that's when everybody wants to go somewhere. And it's for the drivers mostly, but it also, you will get it as an Uber Eats driver. And that's why it was $12.14. So they tried to send an add-on for an additional $5.31 for 3 miles. I rejected that. But we are dropping off the salad and going to get the Chipotle, and I love Friday. It's 3 o'clock on the dot. I'm about 2 minutes away from the customer for the DoorDash Millie's seafood, and that was a salad that cost $18. And just turned back on Uber, accepted an order. Hold on one moment. Okay, we're still in Chipotle. Accepted a DoorDash going to Guapo's Mexican restaurant for $6.25 for 1 mile, and we're going to do both at the same time. We have arrived at Guapo's. Let's go get these chicken fajitas. Andrea TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to give you my daytime total for Friday, April 1st. For Uber Eats, it came to $72.22. $72.22. We logged on after dropping off the kids about 8:20 or so. Didn't take our first order until about 8:30, I believe. And then the first order, I believe, was an Instacart. But for DoorDash, our total came to $81.50. We did not take any official breaks. We did stop and eat and stop and go to the restroom, but there was no half-hour break. We just worked all the way through. And Instacart was $33.89. So that brings our grand total for the daytime hours when the kids were in school from 8:30 to about 4 o'clock to $187.61. Like and subscribe for more, and drive on. Okay, we dropped off the last DoorDash guapos about 3:47, 3:48. We were supposed to be there by 3:40, so it was still within under the 10 minutes, no contract violations. And now it is time to end our day shift. Going to get the kitty kids. I'm going to wait for the hour to let the Uber Eats tips come in, and then we'll give our totals for today, April 1st.